I would now like to introduce you to Dirk Michels, who is one of the co-founders of our organization. Dirk is partner at the international law firm Gaze and works with many German companies that come to California, especially in the clean tech industry. Dirk will now tell us a few things about how GABA started. Please welcome Dirk Michels.
Hi everybody. Thanks so much for coming. Really appreciate it. And looks like there are a lot of international law firms around here tonight. So now I'm going to give you the historical perspective of GABA. And I fully recognize I'm just between you and the main course, so I guess I'm going to keep it short. Now let's go back 10 years ago. And I was 10 years younger and 10 pounds lighter. And I did some research this afternoon. I looked at emails, board meetings, board meeting minutes from our first and second board meeting. And I got quite a kick out of it because, you know, we were a bunch of really professional people who were driven by the same idea. So let me quote from one of the first emails. There was an email from Jim Heldman to the co-founders Gerd Meissner, Michael Kovac, Dagmar Donato. Dagmar, can you stand up for a second? Yes, Dagmar. We already saw Thomas Neubert, but I'm going to stand up for a second as well. So again, 6 people, including myself, really professionals, driven by the same idea. One of the first emails, Jim to all. I propose that the first issue for us to discuss tonight is this. What issues are keeping us from being able to function effectively as a team, and how can we resolve these issues? That's a good start, isn't it? Come on. Okay. So then another email in the same email thread, again from Jim to everybody. I just received, and that email, let me give you a context. We all knew what we wanted. We all knew exactly what we were doing. So Jim put it in words. Friends, I just received a call from Michael, and he, like me, has no idea what our agenda is for tonight, other than the note I sent you earlier. So again, good start. But then the next email shows where the real priorities were. Okay. Dagmar to Dirk. If I don't hear from you otherwise, I'll just get you another Mexican chicken salad, okay? So these were the humble beginnings of GABA. About 10 years ago. Now, on a more serious note, there was finally, after a lot of back and forth, and after we got the menu down for the evening, there was an agenda, Dagmar to everybody. There's an agenda in the works. Gerd contributed most items. And this is more on the serious note. So we did program planning, membership development, sponsorship development, intern, part-time employee, PR report, strategy, government relations, and partnerships. So that was our second board meeting at that time. Now, where did we come from? There were 6 people, and 3 of us, I believe it was 3 of us, Thomas, Dagmar, and I. 4, Gerd. We were all on the board of the German-American Chamber of the Western United States. And the German American Chamber of the Western United States was a known institution with lots of high-paid executives out of Germany and a whopping budget of about $1 million per year. Now, the problem was that at that time in 2002, around 2001, 2002, the German headquarters gave the message that, you know, we have a hole in our pension fund and we can't fund the Western United States anymore, so you don't have any money. So good luck doing your business. So all the executives out of Germany basically went back to Germany, and we were left to our own means. It turned out that didn't really work. On one hand, being a governmental entity, on the other hand, being responsible for your own budget, that really doesn't jive with each other. So we tried a number of attempts, and then at the end of the day, we came to the conclusion at the end of 2002 that the best way to go would be to liquidate the German American Chamber of the Western United States and to form a new kind of entity. An entity for the new millennium, for the 21st century. A non-governmental entity, non-profit entity, driven by the members and by entrepreneurialism that we have learned here in Silicon Valley. So to some extent, although the initial emails were pretty funny and showed that we were totally disorganized and didn't really know what we were doing, we still had a common goal, right? We knew what we wanted in the core of it. We wanted to create an organization that facilitates business exchange between Germany and the United States. And very soon there was also kind of a business plan evolving, knowing that, you know, we wanted to have kind of a matrix organization. We wanted to go deep into industries, and we wanted to go broad into geographic areas. And we got some help at that time. I mean, the original formation was here in San Francisco, but then we got help from Dirk. Anybody but Thomas and Dirk remember Dirk. He was a venture capital fund manager in the Silicon Valley in the late 90s, and then went back to Munich with his family. And all of a sudden, voila, we had a Munich office because he wanted to open the Munich office for us. And he was very active together with Hubert in Munich. And they did a lot of events. And the same happened with Berlin. And about 6 months later, we had a Berlin office. Then we had interest through personal contacts in Southern California to open the Los Angeles office. So the Los Angeles office became part of GALA. And then we went deep into the industry groups. We looked for specific people with specific interests in what was, Gunther was, I think you were the first IG chair, right? Was it telecom and media or something? What? Silicon, yeah, exactly. So Gunther was very active and brought us into that area. And learning from that experience, we replicated that. And now, after 10 years, we have the matrix organization, industry groups which go deep into the industries and geographic areas that we cover. Now, all that, like I said, was very humble. The beginnings were humble. We didn't have a budget. Okay. We tried to do an event like this, and in 2005, and we failed grandiosely. It was just not possible because we didn't have traction yet. We didn't get to the tipping point, which we have done now. So I think that gives you a little bit of historical perspective. And again, since I know that you're waiting for your main course and nobody ever complained that the speech is too short, I'm going to stop here. I wish you all a great evening and have fun. I heard that there's some some dancing and karaoke afterwards. Just joking on karaoke.